Hello and welcome to this special edition of Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you from the Purdue Rail Yard inside the Purdue Technology Center, all part of the Purdue Research Park, the largest university-affiliated park in the entire country. For the next hour, our Greater Lafayette Town Hall, powered by Pacer Sports and Entertainment, will explore the state of business and innovation here, from the largest academic institution to the manufacturing powerhouses to the innovators who continue to emerge here. Well, Mitch Daniels once said a university should perform more businesslike in much of what it does. And with that business mindset, he has executed on a number of innovative initiatives, including freezing tuition costs, which began in 2013, acquiring online Kaplan University and rebranding it to Purdue Global, and another affordability play, creation of the backup boiler program. But what could be his boldest move yet is the more than $1 billion Discovery Park District project. It's a partnership between Purdue and the city of West Lafayette, which many feel will be transformational for the region and the state. And for more on those efforts and what might be next at this nearly 150-year-old institution, I'm pleased to welcome to the show President Mitch Daniels. And President Daniels, it's always great to see you.
Welcome to Purdue, Gary.
All right. Well, hey, lots going on here, to be sure. And I mentioned the Discovery Park project. More than $1 billion. Where did this idea, we'll talk about the specifics, but where did the idea hatch?
The idea, the concept is not necessarily original. There are 2 or 3 of these so-called innovation districts around the country. The notion is around a research university, it ought to be possible to attract people to live and businesses to employ people. That's not that hard in a major urban area. What no one has done up to this point is construct one in a smaller community like West Lafayette. But we think, given the research prowess of Purdue, the many strong ties we already have and have for a long time had with businesses and important corporations, that we can pull it off.
And it is happening. It's beginning to happen. Schweitzer Engineering Labs, I think, recently announced here 300 jobs initially. Is that an example of what could happen in this district?
It's exactly the example that we've hoped for. Rolls-Royce beat them here a little bit, but that's a smaller facility mainly devoted to research. I've said from the beginning that the trigger, the catalyst to make this whole thing happen would be that first big investment by someone who's going to hire, in this case, 300 engineers and high-tech people, hope many of them Boilermakers, and begin to create a population that will buy the housing or rent the housing and be a bike ride or even a walk away from a high-tech job. Of course, now that we have that first big investment, I've changed my tune. Now the second one's the one that matters. Right. You know how that works.
Yeah.
But we're off to a good start.
How important is that, in your view, to the university's mission to engage with communities and engage in economic development?
I think it's central in today's economy, an information, high-tech economy. Purdue University is training the most valuable and necessary workers of tomorrow. We're doing the research that is giving rise to new technologies that will make, we hope, the economy even stronger. And we're creating businesses. Right here where we're sitting, you're sort of in the cockpit of what has become one of the great generators. No college in the country has given birth to more startup businesses than Purdue the last 3 or 4 years.
Your acquisition of Kaplan University, the online institution, raised a lot of eyebrows, seeing a lot of ads nationally for Purdue Global. Mm-hmm. How do you see that playing out?
There are twice as many Americans out there, and Hoosiers, by the way, who started college and didn't finish. I'm not talking about people who stopped at high school or dropped out. People who spent some money, probably borrowed some money, and didn't finish. There are twice as many of them as all the 18 to 24-year-olds on all the campuses in America. They deserve a better chance in life that a credential or a diploma of some kind will give them. And the economy needs them to be better trained and prepared and able to move up. So we think, from a higher ed standpoint, Purdue was put here to open the doors of higher education to the middle class of its time back in the 1870s. These days, we can't fulfill that mission if we don't reach out to these 35 to 40 million working adults.
Where do you see Purdue University, 20 years from now, coming back to the campus here in West Lafayette? What kind of environment, what kind of vibe do you expect to see here?
I hope you'll see a series of Schweitzer engineering laboratories of all kinds, major businesses who have come to Indiana specifically because they can access not only the great Indiana business climate, but the special advantages I mentioned for here at being adjacent to the premier R1 Research 1 university we have. And that there will be residences full of the people who work in those businesses, as well as our faculty, right here on the campus. If you like, just a cooler place. We need that to attract the best students, the best faculty, and I think in our partnership with the city of West Lafayette, again, we don't know of another one like it in the country. 50-50 partnership, $100+ million of infrastructure to make all this work. We think we're going to create the next great Hoosier community. West Lafayette, or Lafayette's already the second fastest growing economy next to Indy Metro, and we think the sky's the limit.
Lots going on at Purdue University. Purdue President Mitch Daniels, as always, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right.